Welcome students. Today we are going to discuss examples of reaction of first order. First example is decomposition of N2O5, where N2O5 is a volatile substance which decomposes in gaseous state as well as in solution. Solution of this compound is prepared in inert solvents like CCl4 and chloroform and etc. When the reaction is carried out in solution, N2O5 decomposes to form N2O4 plus half O2 and N2O4 at equilibrium gives 2NO2. Volume of oxygen collected is determined at different intervals of time. Initially we have A moles of N2O5 and for products it is 0. After time t, x moles of N2O5 get decomposed and produce x moles of N2O4 and x moles of half O2, and we left with A minus x moles of N2O5. Now volume of oxygen gas collected at any time t is Vt, that is proportional to amount of N2O5 decomposed, which means Vt is directly proportional to x amount of oxygen produced. Volume of oxygen collected at infinite time, V infinity, is directly proportional to amount of N2O5 initially taken, that is A moles per liter, or V infinity is directly proportional to A. For first order reaction, K is equal to 2.303 upon T log A upon A minus X. Substituting the values of A and A minus X, we get K is equal to 2.303 upon T log V infinity upon V infinity minus Vt. Constant value of K for the given data proves that the reaction is of first order. Next example is decomposition of hydrogen peroxide. Decomposition of H2O2, that is hydrogen peroxide, in aqueous solution catalyzed by the presence of finely divided platinum. H2O2 decomposes to form H2O plus half O2. Initially we have A moles of H2O2, 0 of water and 0 of oxygen. After time t, we left with A minus x moles of H2O2, and this produce x moles of water and x moles of oxygen. This can be, the kinetics of this reaction may be studied either by the same done in first example or by another method. In another method, in which H2O2 is titrated against KMnO4 solution, for same volume of reaction solution withdrawn, that is 5 ml, 10 ml, 20 ml, volume of KMnO4 solution used, KMnO4 solution used initially, that is at time t0, is V0, that is directly proportional to initial concentration of H2O2, that is V0 is proportional to initial concentration of H2O2 is A moles per liter. Therefore V0 is directly proportional to A. Now volume of KMnO4 solution used at any instant of time, t is Vt, which is proportional to amount of H2O2 decomposed. Here Vt is proportional to A minus X, means amount of H2O2 decomposed. As we know that for first order reaction, rate constant K is equal to 2.303 upon T log A upon A minus X. By substituting the values of A upon A minus X, we get K is equal to 2.303 upon T log V naught upon Vt. Next is examples of pseudo first order reaction. Pseudo first order reactions are those in which one of the reactant is present in large excess. For example, hydrolysis of ethyl acetate. Hydrolysis of ethyl acetate. This is ethyl acetate plus water in presence of acid as a catalyst produce acetic acid plus ethanol. Here ethyl acetate is present in small amounts and water in large excess. In this reaction, acetic acid is titrated against NaOH solution. For the same volume of reaction mixture withdrawn at different times, volume of NaOH solution used, initially, that is at time t is equal to 0, V naught is proportional to amount of acid present as a catalyst. Means before the commencement of this reaction, only acid present is as a catalyst, that is H positive. Therefore, volume of NaOH solution used initially, that is V naught, is proportional to amount of acid present as a catalyst, or volume of NaOH solution used at any instant of time T is Vt, which is proportional to amount of acid present as a catalyst plus amount of acetic acid produced. Means at this time there are two acids present in the solution. First is acid from catalyst and second is amount of acetic acid produced, that is CH3COH. This is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. By combining these two equations 1 and 2, we get amount of acetic acid produced at time t, which is proportional to Vt minus V naught. But amount of acetic acid produced at time t is proportional to amount of ethyl acetate that has reacted, means x moles of ethyl acetate reacted. Therefore, Vt minus V naught is proportional to x. This is equation number 3. Volume of NaOH solution used at infinite time is V infinity, which is proportional to amount of acid present as catalyst plus maximum amount of acetic acid produced at that instant. This is equation number 4. By combining the results of 1 and equation 4, we get maximum amount of acetic acid produced, which is proportional to V infinity minus V naught. But maximum amount of acetic acid produced is proportional to initial concentration of ethyl acetate, that is V infinity minus V naught is directly proportional to A. From equation 3 and 5 we get A minus X is proportional to V infinity minus V naught minus value of X Vt minus V naught, that is V infinity minus V naught minus Vt plus V naught, or by solving it we get A minus X is directly proportional to V infinity minus Vt. Again, for first order reaction, K is equal to 2.303 upon T log A upon A minus X. By substituting the values of A and A minus X, we get K is equal to 2.303 upon T log V infinity minus V naught upon V infinity minus Vt. Next example of pseudo first order reaction is inversion of cane sugar, that is sucrose. Hydrolysis of sucrose in presence of mineral acid gives glucose and fructose. This is represented by an equation C12H22O11, which is a sucrose. On hydrolysis in presence of mineral acid, it produces glucose and fructose. Here the positive sign represents the dextrorotatory, same for glucose, and negative sign represents the levorotatory. This is the rotation of plane polarized light towards right and left. When it is in right direction, it is indicated by the positive sign, and if it is rotated in the left direction, it is represented by the negative sign. Kinetics of this reaction is studied by noting the angle of rotation at different intervals of time with the help of a polarimeter. Polarimeter is a device which is used to measure the angle of rotation. Suppose reading of polarimeter at time t0 is r naught. This is a scale of polarimeter showing angles of rotation 0, 90, 180 and 90. Here R naught is the reading of polarimeter initially, that is at time t is equal to 0. It is positive because sucrose is dextrorotatory. Next is reading of polarimeter at time t is equal to RT, and reading of polarimeter at infinite time is equal to R infinity. Angle of rotation at any time t is r naught minus rt, which is proportional to amount of sucrose hydrolyzed. Suppose it is x amounts. Angle of rotation at infinite time is r naught minus r infinity, which is proportional to initial concentration of sucrose, that is A. This is equation 1 and this is equation 2. From equation 1 and 2 we get A minus x is proportional to r naught minus r infinity minus r naught minus rt. By solving, we get A minus x is proportional to RT minus R infinity. As we know that for first order reaction K is equal to 2.303 upon T log A upon A minus X. By substituting the values of A and A minus X, we get K is equal to 2.303 upon T log R naught minus R infinity upon RT minus R infinity. Next topic is rate of radioactive decay or disintegration. What do you mean by radioactivity? Radioactivity in which the radioactive elements spontaneously emit alpha, beta and gamma radiations. This phenomenon is called natural radioactivity. On the other hand, certain elements do not show radioactivity, but on bombardment with some particles like neutron, proton, they produce radioactive isotopes, and this phenomenon is called artificial radioactivity. For example, in case of polonium, uranium and thorium are natural radioactive elements and polonium is an artificial radioactive isotope. The emission of particles by any radioactive element or radioactive isotope is called radioactive decay or radioactive disintegration. The rate of disintegration or decay at any time depends upon the number of atoms of the radioactive element or isotope present at that time. Hence, radioactive disintegration follows first order kinetics. If N0 is the number of atoms of radioactive element present initially, and N is the number of atoms of radioactive element are present at time t, then rate of disintegration at time t is minus dN by dt is proportional to N, number of atoms of radioactive present at time t, or minus dN by dt is equal to Kn, where K is the radioactive disintegration constant or decay constant. For first order reaction, K is equal to 2.303 upon T log N0 upon N. Half-life period for radioactive element is T half, which is equal to 0.693 upon K. T half is equal to 0.693 upon K, which is of first order, and it is independent of the concentration of radioactive element. Further, whole of radioactive never disintegrates, hence we can calculate average life or natural life. Slower the disintegration, smaller is the K and greater is the average life. Average life is given by symbol tau, which is equal to reciprocal of decay constant or T half upon 0.693, or tau is equal to 1.44 into T half.